What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Shroud and Twitch and Mixer because, well, if you haven't heard by now, Shroud has become basically the second big Twitch streamer to sign a huge contract and move over to Mixer exclusively, which means that two of Twitch's biggest streamers that they had on their platform have basically just left for a competitor. Now, of course, this was big news just like it was when Ninja left. Well, I would say it was probably a lot bigger when Ninja left because, I mean, it was the first time that we saw it, plus I think Ninja has a more overall recognizable name than Shroud. Ninja has like his clothes in Walmart and stuff like that. He's just ginormous, and him just up and leaving Twitch like that was something pretty unprecedented at the time, and now that we've kind of seen it a second time, we saw the after effects, I guess, of what happened with Ninja moving and things like that. Maybe we're a little bit more prepared for maybe what will happen with Shroud. Well, anyways, that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video. Filmora 9 is a great beginner's video editing software that combines easy to use with the power that you need to make videos. It's perfect for those of you who are just starting to learn how to edit videos, as the software is really quite simple and easy to learn. There are hundreds of effects, transitions, overlays, and other things for you to choose from to make your videos better with, and I'm still exploring a lot of these myself. Also, Filmora is a drag and drop program, so once you have the clips imported into the software, you just drag them onto your timeline. It's pretty simple. You just import the clips that you're wanting to do anything with, and then you just drag them down onto the timeline, and let's say you want to put some effects onto them. You just drop those down on top of those too. It's super simple. You can also screen record with Filmora 9, which personally, this is my favorite feature. I mean, if you need some footage, I mean, you can get this with the screen recorder. And best of all, it's going to automatically import that video file right into your editor, and you just drag that clip into the timeline. There's no problem whatsoever. They also have an online library of effects to download from it called Film Stocks, where you can get new music, visual effects, and video footage to go and spruce your video up with. And the best part is, you can try Filmora 9 today for free. The download link is in the description. Make editing a little bit easier today. Try Filmora 9 for free down below. So the first thing I really want to show you guys when it comes down to it with everything here is this little chart, because I think it kind of puts everything into perspective after Ninja moved over to Mixer from Twitch and everything, because obviously that was a very big move. And I think when that was like kind of happening, when everyone was like, oh my god, Ninja is leaving Twitch and he's going to Mixer, like everyone kind of figured like this was going to be like such a monumental loss to Twitch and everything, but as you can see, it really hasn't been. Now, Twitch obviously is completely dominating the live streaming on the internet. They have almost 76% domination of the market. Mixer only has 3.2%, and out of the four companies on this, they are the smallest. Obviously, YouTube is second largest. Facebook Gaming is just bigger than Mixer, which honestly I didn't really see coming, but this is actually because Facebook Gaming apparently over like the last couple months has just exploded. As you'll see on the left, Mixer's big Ninja move made little impact because Twitch apparently continued to expand the gap between the two platforms, meaning that Mixer did not make enough growth to offset Twitch's, while Twitch just continued to, I guess, take over more of the market share. And they did this even though, as you can see, month by month by month down there, they lost actually some of their watch hours total. In July, they had 850 million, and they only had 787 million in September. Mixer also went down, and YouTube went down, but Facebook, for some reason, like, exploded in September, which means that Mixer probably actually got overtaken by Facebook Gaming, even though that they pulled one of the biggest live streamers on the planet. So, at least in Ninja's case, I don't think getting just that one streamer onto the platform was big enough to actually do anything. Now, of course, having two of the biggest streamers on the platform exclusively, that definitely changes a lot, because of course it's going to pull in new viewers, it's going to pull in new users and things like that. People might want to go stream there, especially if you're pulling in new users. I would say the more users on the platform, the more likely they are to stream. Now, Streamlabs also put out a quarterly report for Q3, which is July through September of 2019. and they say that Microsoft's at-Watch Mixer is making major moves. Last quarter alone, they tripled the number of hours streamed and doubled the number of users on the platform. Expect the numbers to grow with both @Ninja and Shroud streaming there exclusively. Now, obviously, their watch hours did not increase, it actually declined, but they tripled the number of hours streamed and doubled the number of users on the platform, which for something like Mixer, that's good. That's really good news for them, because obviously a platform that's small, they need more users. They have to have more people on the website, you know, being active traffic to other streamers, actively streaming on the platform to suffice growth, not only on their channels, but also on the platform itself. They need people watching the streams, things like that. That's how the whole thing's gonna really stay afloat. So doubling their number of total users on the platform in literally just a couple of months, that's actually really good news for them. A lot of that probably does have to do with Ninja, honestly, because he was at that point like probably the biggest thing that happened to Mixer that quarter, let's be honest. And then Shroud is now out here doing essentially the same thing, so things might really be looking good for Mixer in terms of their user growth coming into the next few months, as he's going to be pulling people into the website to watch his streams. And of course, this might even really help the number of hours streamed, because more people are on the website, which I would say actively leads to more people streaming and things like that. So I think the real problem here is, can Streamlabs now use these two metrics, which are definitely good metrics, as sort of like a propellant to boost their watch hours and actually like gain some of the market share? Honestly, I don't know if Shroud alone can help really, I would say, pull that whole thing into fruition, because I mean, if Ninja himself couldn't like make Mixer an immediate like Twitch killer, you know, I don't think Shroud's gonna come along and do it either. Now, I do think that what Mixer's doing is a very interesting approach, and I actually think that it might work, but I don't really know their budget constraints, because we know that they're spending a lot of money to pull in these exclusive deals with these streamers and things like that, especially like these huge names. Ninja probably got like LeBron money to come stream there. They both actually probably got like some LeBron money. They probably got like 5-year, $25 million a year contract. I don't know, I'm just guessing, but dude, they probably got paid. You know what I'm saying? You take all their merchandise away, all their donations, any tournament winnings or whatever, if they've ever played in a tournament or anything like that, you take anything else away. These contracts alone probably could retire both of them for the rest of their life without a problem, and they would be rich for every year. You know what I'm saying? They'd be good. But we do know that Mixer does have that Bill Gates money. You know what I'm saying? They have that Bill Gates money. It's Microsoft. They are backed by one of the biggest tech companies on planet Earth, one of the biggest overall companies on planet Earth, and as the platform continues to grow, hopefully it continues to grow and continues to do better, one would assume, honestly, that it would start making more profit and stuff like that, and they would possibly be able to pull some of that profit and actually start signing more exclusive deals. But here's the thing. I don't think they can just go sign like all of the top 5,000 Twitch streamers. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think a really interesting approach for Mixer at this point would be to like try and sign as much of the top talent as you can get, literally just to market the platform. Like, hey, you want a really great streaming experience? You know, we got Shroud, we got Ninja, we got like Dr. Disrespect, we got like everybody, you know what I'm saying? If they could pull something like that off, which it's not very feasible, let's be honest, but if they did something nuts like that, they would be an instant contender, you know what I'm saying? But they haven't pulled something like that off because they only have 2 people, so I think that the way they're going about this is definitely good, but these two they can't be the key to Mixer's success. They have to go further than this. Maybe get like a roster of like 15 of the biggest streamers that you can sign onto the platform, literally just market those names. You know, we got all of your favorite streamers right here on Mixer. That's gonna pull so many new users into the whole thing. We've already seen how the new users on the platform can impact the number of hours streamed. I would personally assume that if you pulled that many new users onto the platform and stuff, the hours watched would definitely increase. More money would be going into the platform, and overall, things would be fine. But of course, that doesn't really help like the small streaming that whole scene, because of course, you know, you got small streamers out here and stuff like that who aren't Ninja, and I think it's also good to try and target people like that, people who are like on the verge of blowing up. You need to like try and get some people on the rise or whatever and try and sign them too. This is something that a lot of these platforms actually do, like Caffeine and Facebook Gaming. They actually go to like Twitch and YouTube and other places and they see popular people that aren't Ninja big or anything like that, and they offer them contracts to come stream on their platform, even though they're not like the most recognizable people in the world. And a lot of that does probably have something to do with the fact that they don't want to spend $90 million to pull in Ninja, but Facebook definitely could have done that if they wanted to. So if Mixer can combine this strategy with more people, big and small, they could, I think, actually pull off a decent strategy to becoming a legitimate threat. But is Shroud alone the answer? Probably not. We already saw how this singular effect really did with the whole thing, and if anything, they actually lost their third place spot, what I believe was their third place spot in the market share to Facebook Gaming. Watch hours went down even though they doubled their users and they tripled their number of hours streamed. So whenever we do see the actual impact that Shroud does have on the streaming service itself, that's going to be interesting to look at. So for the time being, it's definitely great to see that Mixer is actually trying to be competitive. I like seeing that. I like seeing competition in business. I like seeing these kinds of competitions go down, because ultimately these kinds of things, they lead to better products, because Twitch now has to be on their feet. They're like, okay, we lost two of our biggest streamers altogether. What do we do? How do we combat this? Maybe they start signing people exclusively. Maybe they go to Dr. Disrespect and they say, hey, here's $30 million. Stream on Twitch exclusively for 8 years. You know, something like that. Maybe YouTube and Facebook, they start doing this now that they see little old Mixer out here pulling all these big names in. Maybe you start seeing like all these streaming platforms really start going hard on this stuff, and you see your favorite streamers and everybody starts signing exclusively. But the thing is, at that point, what'll be the impact on the entirety of the market for streaming? You know, is Twitch going to go from 76% of the market share after losing, 300 of their best streamers to, 45%, while YouTube grows up to 30% and, Facebook and Mixer take up the rest of that market share? Who knows? But I think Mixer's strategy definitely is going to start having an impact here soon, especially if they keep pulling these kinds of moves off. Especially also if they can find a way to make it more cost-effective, which I don't think there is a way to make it very cost-effective with, names like Ninja and Shroud. Because if I'm Ninja or Shroud, I'm not taking a $3 million deal to go stream exclusively on Mixer for 5 years. I'm just not doing that, but especially when I know that Facebook Gaming or whoever would pay me like $30 million. But who knows? Shroud might be the whole key to it all. Who knows? I don't think that it is, but this move alone, it definitely had an impact on social media. It was, of course, pretty widely talked about, and that's all good stuff for Mixer because it's just more publicity on top of it, which is essentially what they're really paying for with this whole thing. But of course, I want to hear what you guys think down below, so let me know what you think about this whole move. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new around here on my channel. Follow me over on Twitter at SubToOptimus. I post memes, thoughts, and updates over there. It's a surefire way to get notifications of all my newest content. Join the Discord down below. Lots of great things going on down there as well. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Looking for that exclusive deal, man. I would stream like 80 hours a week for $30 million. Ain't nobody paying me $30 million or anything like that, but signing out.